Good morning. We're starting the Chok Israel for Shoftim for Tuesday. We're starting in today's Musar. Very interesting concept in Musar. Could we please have a little bit of silence in the room? Thank you. Le'olam lo yeh adam kefui tova ki mimaharim lipara mimenu. A person, the Sefer Hasidim says today, should never be a kafui tova, means an ingrate. Person should never act in an ingrateful manner, because if a person acts so, they will be quickly punished, as we're soon going to see the example. The concept of being an ingrate is seemingly basic to everybody. However, more often than not, many of us do fall into the trap or mistake of not expressing proper gratitude. Now, if we stop and we think rationally about it, expressing gratitude is aleph bet. Someone does something, right? You scratch my back, I either say thank you or I scratch your back, right? That's the way it works. But when we express gratitude towards others, not only are you doing the proper thing, but even if you think in long term, then you'll be able to get more from that person. So I'm not saying to do it for that selfish reason, but you make a person feel good when they do for you. When a person does for you, they're putting themselves out, and they are doing something, giving of their time, of their resources, especially for you. And by you not expressing the gratitude and thanking for that, you are showing that I didn't really need it, or I'm here to take advantage, or you owe it to me. When someone does something for you, they don't owe it to you. You might think they owe it to you, but by you expressing gratitude, now you are showing that the person did something above and beyond of what they were supposed to do, and that you truly appreciate it. And we learned this from our relationship with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We're not going to get into it right now, but the main source of gratitude is from the concept of the growing of vegetation during the time of creation. I've explained this once. Does anyone remember? Just very, very briefly. The Torah says, I have to remember exactly which day, but I think it was a day or two prior to actually the creation of vegetation. It says that vegetation was supposed to be created. Then it was only a day or two later that it actually came out into fruition, because Hashem was waiting for Adam to actually thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to show him that something was coming out and to thank him for it. Anyways, it's a longer concept, but just that's the source of Hakarat HaTov, of gratitude and expressing gratefulness in the Chumash. So now he says as follows: Share Naval haya kefui tova li David v'avadav. Naval was an ingrate to David and David's servants. Sheshomrim tzono v'choma hayu alehem. When David HaMelech was wandering, he was running away from Avshalom, him and his servants, David and his servants, did take on Naval's, also his cattle and his sheep, and he also watched over them and kept them safe for a certain amount of time as well. Shenemar, Homa hayu lahem gam laila gam yomam. But what happened? Met la'aseret hayamim. Then the Navi tells us that 10 days later, Naval dies. Hey, what happened? Why did he die? It says as follows: V'shim'i shehaya oselo ra'a gedola mizo. Shimi ben Gera, as we said yesterday, did way worse to David HaMelech. He cursed him. He cursed the king. He did way more, but lo met. He didn't die. He lived many, many, many years later. As we said, it was Shlomo HaMelech who had Shim'i put down. So Naval was just an ingrate, died 10 days later. Shimi ben Gera died many, many years later, and he did something way worse. We see from here, Ela, Shim'i ba'avur she'ha karov leShaul, lo haya kefui tova. Since Shim'i was very close to Shaul HaMelech, he learned that good trait from Shaul HaMelech of being grateful and not being an ingrate. Aval David v'anashav hayu kerovim leNaval. They were so close to Naval, ve'asu lo tova. They did him a favor, but he was a kefui tova. V'aya kefui tova. He was ingrate. Lefikach mi'aru lipara mimenu. And therefore, the punishment came in a haste, came really quick. So we learned from that episode that a person is punished for their lack of gratitude quite quickly. Seems quite strong. Now the next concept is also something quite interesting. Wow. Uchtiv, says Shlomo Melech wrote in Mishle, Meshiv ra'a tahat tova lo tamush ra'a mi beto. One who repays goodness with something wicked or evil or bad, lo tamush ra'a mi beto, will only have bad in his house. For example, if someone does for you something good, he does to you a favor, and you not only are you ungrateful, but you slap him in the face, you insult him, you act improper to him, then you're going to have, chas v'shalom, that individual is only going to have bad in their house. Bad in the house could be many things. It could be chas v'shalom, death. It could be a lack of peace. It could be a lack of parnasa, a lack of health. There's so many bad things that can happen, all from repaying someone's good deed with a bad deed. So look at the following. Velama lo tamush ra'a mi beto. What's the reason that if you repay someone something bad when he did something good to you, that now you're going to have bad in your house? As follows. Midah keneged midah. It's measure for measure. It works with that concept, measure for measure. As follows. Imanche beto oyeve ish bal habayit. If the people that are in the home of the owner of the home hate the owner, right? Kedichtiv ki oyeve ish anshe veto. Oto shegama lahem tova. How could they so brazenly and with audacity hate the owner of the home? He took them in. V'yichnisam levito. Yishalemu lo ra'a. He's asking a question. If you're staying at someone's house, you're a guest at their house, whether it's friends or family, and then now you hate the guy. You're staying at his house. You're sleeping in his guest room. You're eating his food. His wife is doing your laundry. But you hate the guy? The guy did for you a big chesed. He's acting above the letter lines with goodwill. And you hate the person back. If you can do that, the Sefer Hasidim says, you're only going to have bad in your house, chas v'shalom. It's very, very serious. So the concept of being grateful versus ungrateful is very, very, very serious. And then it says as follows, Ketiv, lo tamish, lo tamish, it says, katuv b'yud, there's an extra yud. Well, it could have been written with or without a yud. And from there, ki'ilu amar al naval, shemet le-yud yamim. That Naval passed away 10 days after he was ingrate. V'Yirmiyahu bikesh al kefui tova elu shelo la'arich apayim leotan she'itpalu alehem tova. So Yirmiyahu knew the severity of what an ingrate is, and he asked HaKadosh Baruch Hu to have a little bit of mercy on them, give them a chance to repent before finally punishing them. Okay. Okay. והם משיבים לו רעה תחת טובה, ואם תאמר למה ביקש נקמה כי לית דינה בהרעה. Sorry. Yirmiyahu asked for HaKadosh Baruch Hu to punish the ingrates. So now the Sefer Hasidim asks, why would he ask to punish people? There's no such thing as din here. We understand there is a little bit of judgment here, but there's no revenge in this world. It's all going to be a proper accounting in the next world.
We are Jewish, we're not allowed.
How can he ask him that?
Exactly. So look what he says. Ki hayu hafetzim ba'alila belo yediato letofso. They only wanted bad.
He knew. He worried about the next day.
They're worried about the next. They worried to take
over.
So for that
reason we're allowed to לקלל.
Not we. Yirmiyahu and Avi.
גם אנחנו לפעמים ברשעים, שמור אותנו מהרשעים.
Yeah, רשעים. Yeah, חזק. To be saved from רשעים.
תנקם ברשעים.
Yeah, חזק. שנאמר אולי יפותה ונוכלה לו. Maybe he's going to fall, like right, an ingrate. You go to someone's house, they host you, and you thinking, oh, hopefully this guy's going to lose out, and I'll be able to take everything he has. Or this guy will die, and I'll be able to take everything he has. That's the mindset of an ingrate. Has v'shalom. Harelo yuchal lishamer mehem. Umgarshim oto minachalato umzonata vikachu. They want to do everything to just take away from the person. I want to add in something the Sefer Hasidim does not add. Joel, this is in your Joel, this is in your merit.
Yes.
You came over to me this morning, and you whispered to me, Naval Lavan.
Also to me.
Yeah, he told you.
It's the same. It's the same. Lavan was a novel. He's a lowlife.
How many other people did you tell?
I just told Avi.
Okay, fine.
He's a lowlife.
So Joel is referring. Joel came over.
It's the same words, by the way.
And yeah, it's the same letters. He came over and he whispered to me. He pointed at the Chok L'Yisrael book, and he goes, "Naval Lavan."
Lavan.
Naval. Naval was the name of the ingrate. Naval was the name of the ingrate to David HaMelech. Now, Naval means disgusting. Like Nivul Peh means Nivul Peh means
Nevela,
disgusting. Nevela is a dead carcass of an animal. So there we go. So now Lavan is interesting. Lavan means white. However, Lavan is also the same letters as Lavan is also the same letters as Naval. Lavan, if we pay attention to, was also an ingrate. Let's just go back to Lavan's history.
Yeah, what did he do?
Avraham Avinu went into the fire. Haran, Avraham Avinu's brother, he said in his mind, if Avraham comes out alive, I'm with him. And if Nimrod asks me and he dies, so I'm with Nimrod. So he made this like t'nai, this condition in his mind. Avraham Avinu is thrown into the fire, he survives. They go over to the rest of his family. Haran, who are you with? Abraham, very good. Let's see if you're fireproof also. Boom, into the fire, and he died. Because he didn't have the proper intentions. HaKadosh Baruch Hu did not perform a miracle for him as he performed for Abraham. Now, what did Abraham do? The complete opposite of ingrate. He was so grateful. He said, even though my brother had improper and impure thoughts to be fully for HaKadosh Baruch Hu, doesn't matter. He still did the action. He died al Kiddush Hashem. Still, he adopted Lavan, who was the son of Haran, and he took him with him. So Avraham and Sarah and Lavan set out. They leave Ur Kasdim. Lot? Oh my gosh.
Lot, yeah, Lavan זה יעקב.
Lavan זה יעקב.
Lavan זה יעקב. גם לבן גם היה.
I'm completely distorted.
Talking about Lot, but Lavan it was Yaakov.
I'm talking about Lot. Okay, doesn't matter. It's good. It still works for Lot. It still works for Lot, but it's a different name. Lavan's a whole other story. Okay, so let's finish this.
He was unfaithful with Yaakov.
Let's finish this. Chazak.
So much. He promised him.
Chazak. Let's finish this, and then we'll go to Lavan. Chazak. For Lot was a complete ingrate.
Nephew.
Lot was, again, he was adopted with the whole mindset. Chazak. He was adopted with the whole mindset that he was adopted because Abraham was acting grateful towards his brother. And then when he wanted to separate, when they were having a fight, and he was looking to take the best part, and then Abraham, he took that, and he went to Sodom, and then Abraham came through for him again and made a whole world war just to save him. To show how grateful Abraham was and ingrate Lot was. Lavan, Chazak, Lavan is later by Yaakov Avinu, Yaakov's own father-in-law. He really treated Yaakov as an eved, as a slave. He really believed that everything Yaakov, and Yaakov did not come as a slave. He came running away. They did have a deal. He messed him over, and he tried to take advantage of him. And even when he left, Lavan was so hurt by the way. But we do see the trait of ungratefulness also by Lavan, because Lavan was very, very wealthy because of Yaakov.
Harami.
Lavan Harami, Chazak Baruch. Okay, today's halacha.
Ramai.
Chazak. Today's halacha is as follows: Ha'ochel pat hayav levarech lefanea. The person who eats bread has to also make a beracha rishona, bracha before he eats. Now, this beracha is, as we said, only rabbinical, because all brachot except for birkat hamazon are rabbinically instituted. Now, so what's the bracha you make? Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz ulacharei arba berachot. And after the meal, you make 4 brachot. The first 3 Torah obligation bracha, and the last one is the bracha that was instituted, added by Chachamim. Achal dagan shaluk kemo shehu mevarech lefanav boreh peri ha'adama. If a person eats grain, how do they translate dagan?
Dagan betirosh.
It's the raw grains. The raw grain of any of the five boiled. Yeah, right. The raw grain that's boiled, meaning it's not how do we say turned into flour. It's not turned into flour at all, and it's boiled. You will make a borei peri ha'adama. Yeah. It came. Yeah, it swelled a little bit. Yeah.
Oatmeal you make peri adama?
No, we're gonna see oats is a mizonot actually, but we'll see. Okay, achal dagan shaluk kemo shehu mevarech lefanav borei peri adama u'lacharav borei nefashot rabot. You ate kemach. If a person for whatever reason wants to eat flour, they make a shahakol on it and a borei nefashot. Now, kemach shel echad mechameshet haminim ששלקוהו וערבו במים או בשאר משכין אם היה עבה כדי שיהיה ראוי לאכילה ולעשו מברך עליו בתחילה בורא מיני מזונות ולבסוף, this is it, right? על מיכה ולכלכלה. So that's the halakha of oats. Oats is when you, so if you would, let's just say, see, the properties of oats is when it does get cooked, it starts swelling and it becomes pasty. So it's a mizonot. But let's just say for whatever reason you were able to cook oats or wheat or barley and it doesn't become pasty. It's just like, let's say it would be like lightly cooked, but it's still an individual grain. It's not pasty. It's not cereal, oatmeal like. Then that would be the adama. But if it becomes, as the Rambam is saying now, it's more of a paste. It's more of a porridge, right? Then that's a mizonot and a ala michya.
ואם לוקחים, למשל דוגמה, סתם רגל של עוף, טובלים אותו בביצה, טובלים אותו בקמח, עוד פעם ביצה, קמח בשביל שיהיה עבה. הטיפול שלו שיהיה עבה.
It's a different halakha. That's the halakha of schnitzel, and the concept is you're adding breadcrumbs on there just for taste. It's not the main part. So therefore, the main part is shakol, and then you're only going to do a shakol on a schnitzel. Ice cream is a little different because ice cream, you have the cone and then you have the ice cream and then the cone. It's two entities. Yeah, you're eating it together, but it's
not the senko, the one with the waffle and
like a ice cream
waffle,
ice cream cookie.
Yeah, ice cream waffle like this.
Yeah, senko, so that's a big machloket poskim what to make on. Personally, I make a shakol because you're coming to eat ice cream. You're not coming to eat mizanot. However, you're gonna have many poskim.
You're going to tell
you make a mizonot.
Can't you say both?
No, because you can't make a bracha.
So also krembo is like this.
Oh, you take a bite of the cookie part.
Krembo is the same.
Twizzlers.
Right? No, Twizzlers is for sure.
I eat the krembo because of the biscuit. So I have to do...
Oh, you eat it because of the biscuit?
I love the biscuit.
Okay.
So I do it, I don't know. So
then,
I do mezonot.
Where in Eretz Yisrael, they have... It's absolutely amazing. This time I didn't have a chance to get to one, but amazing. They have ice cream sandwiches, but the cookie, it's not like a thin little... The cookie is a good...
The American style,
It's a good cookie. Something like that I'll make a mezonot, because those are really two cookies that they're putting some ice cream inside. But let's say, if anyone is familiar with cuties, yeah? The tofu ice cream sandwiches, or any of their like ice cream sandwiches, they're like a bar with like a thin... It's like not even a cookie, it's a little bit of doughy, right? That, like you cannot really separate it and then have the cookie alone. That would make a shakol, but if the cookie is a real cookie that you're just putting between it some ice cream, then on that I would make a mizonot.
A chipwich.
Right. Next,
this
last
comes
part.
with a free shot of insulin.
ואם הירח כדי שיהיה ראוי לשתייה מברך עליו בתחילה שהכל ובסוף בורא נפשות. If you made it so liquidy, the porridge or the oatmeal, I'm saying got a lot of liquid that it's more like a drink, then you're going to make a shakol on it. For example, I mean, it's not really exist, but beer. Do you make a mezonot on beer or a shakol on beer?
Shakol.
Because again, it's similar to this concept. It's not exactly, but it's very similar. What it is it's barley or wheat. It depends different types of beers that's soaked in water and fermented and all these type of things. It's a derivative of a mezonot, but since it's so how do we say liquidy, it's going to be a shakol. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen.